Recording in progress.
All right, good morning, everyone. I think we've got everybody running here. Welcome to Make HOAG Money. Yes, all right, we've got YouTube running. I think we've got the webinar running. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Make HOAG Money, the time you're going to get the opportunity to make decisions and make me money. This is the CFTC disclaimer. Know it, read it, love it. It is very risky sometimes to trade futures and forex. You should only be using capital that you can afford to lose, which is what I love about Top Step. We're not going to be talking about or suggesting that anybody purchase or sell anything we're doing today. These are your decisions, so we're going to see if we can't make me some money with your decisions, your ideas, and some basic rules for Make HOAG Money. We do expect kindness and respect above everything. There's always differences of opinions in markets. It's what makes them so good. We're going to have a couple of people able to talk today. All of us are going to be involved, however, in the decision-making process, and context of your trades is always, of course, going to be helpful. We're going to use the chat rooms to discuss trades. Going to use the Zoom polling system, which I have not been able to amend yet. I'll see if I can get that taken care of today. But we're going to use that to vote for our trades. We're going to be looking at the E-mini S&Ps for opportunities. We do not have to trade, just trade. If there's nothing to do, we don't have to do anything. Doesn't make for a very good session or exciting session, but that's trading. We're not allowed to take losing trades, which is, of course, a joke. Or we know there are going to be losing trades. And we just have to deal with it and move on. And feedback, of course, is vital for the decisions and the way that we continue to make HOAG Money and expand on Make HOAG Money. So, of course, any suggestions you have, you can email jhoagland@topstep.com. I've already received some really good suggestions. And again, we are going to be expanding this here in October to 4 sessions a week. Monday and Wednesday at 2 to 3 p.m. Central. We're going to catch the closes. And then Tuesday and Thursday from our usual time, 8:20 to about 9:20. Again, about an hour each, and hopefully we're going to have a good time. Rian, first time here. It's good to see you. All right. Hang on a second here. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right, let's get the platform up here and get down to business. Excuse me. Goodness. Ben, I'm kind of curious to know what your special situation is right off the 80% rule. Let's get you up here, and where are you? There you are, and have you talk about it.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Oh, I'm feeling pretty good. Might have some construction outside the window, so I'll mute my microphone if that's going on. But,
well, that's all right. That's all right. What's going on? What are you thinking?
Well, it'd probably easier to talk about if I share my screen on you.
Do it.
All right. So let's see here. Okay, should be seeing like a regular trading hour bar chart on the right. In the middle. Okay, so we've been balancing. We're opening right now in range and value. And this is our overnight. Don't worry about the letters. Everything's kind of shrunk up at the moment. Any rate, so the white line here is the value area low, and we got the value area high all the way up here, right?
Okay.
So I was watching for the 8:30 Eastern news, and we were swiftly rejected from the overnight value area low back into yesterday's value area. I'm starting to look at this kind of newer for me. I've just been noticing, there's a lot more activity, it seems, than there ever used to be, like in the the hour before the open. I don't know
Okay.
because there's more traders worldwide. I don't really know.
Sure.
But I don't discount that the overnight is just you know meaningless, right? That if we're one time framing coming in the open, I'm going to consider that might continue, right? Um, from the overnight TPOs. But right now we're trading above. We're back in value in range, and you need two TPOs. You need to move from outside the value area into the value area, go to a new TPO and hang in there. I wouldn't even, because futures markets tend to be a little more extreme and emotional. I'm not even always like it's got to stay within exactly one tick within
Oh
the
no.
value area.
Yeah, it's never that exact, is it?
So I'm thinking, that it's possible for to get long against the overnight volume point of control, which I have at 90. I have volume shoulder here on the full contract. I mean, I don't expect other people to be looking at the same thing, but I just have an area here between 88 and 90 that might be a place to get long above the value or right on the value area low and risk the prior TPO low here. Let's see, that's 86 to 80. That's kind of big for me. That's 5 points. I don't like that, but I'd rather risk a little and take a couple shots at it. But another way to look at it too would be like to come down and trade through it a little bit, and if it comes back in and holds, to get long against it. Not expecting it to be exactness kills. I've heard it said.
Oh yeah.
So anyway, that's just it's just sort of like applying that concept of the 80%, the special situation, because that's an idea. And it's a little bit more, we're in range in value with the opening range.
Right.
We've always got that on deck, but I'm not a big fan of that. But all right, that's all I wanted to share is that. So and then bar that particular trade, just taking it a step at a time. I'd be looking at whatever the order flow direction happens to be, looking at going with that, and trading the extremes like you like to do, whether it's the value area high, value area low, or any of the levels in between. Like for example, this spike level at 28, which I was glad to hear you. I was the same way I looked at it, was 28.
Got it. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, that's what I want to share.
All right. Thank you. So let me make sure we got this straight. So 86 is that's what that 86 level is a value area low from where?
Volume value area low from yesterday.
From
I have
yesterday.
86 half, but I'm sorry, I still haven't adjusted my time to end it.
At 3 o'clock.
So, yeah. And another idea, if that doesn't work, I would look for maybe a long against yesterday's open or a back end from the overnight low, like when you come in.
Okay. So I'm looking at things, a little bit differently. The overnight value area low from this platform, well, this is the micros too. Let's see if this is right. So we're all the way down to about 80.
That's why my overnight value area low as well.
Oh, okay. So it's the overnight look down below that. Okay, I was trying to read that on your chart. So it's 80. So we're in congruence with where the value area low is from overnight, right?
Right, but I'm looking at when I'm talking about. I guess you could look between yesterday's regular trading hours value area low and the overnight value area low. But I'm looking at the special situation from a long, somewhere between the overnight volume point of control and the yesterday's value area low. So that on mine that would be 90 to 86 half, somewhere in there.
90 to 86.
If we open and make a stab down, because a lot of times as well, like we'll see a repeat on, like if there's news at 8:30, we might see another repeat as newer orders hit. And that's just my understanding. I don't know. Well, here we've opened now.
Okay. Well, we haven't talked about doing the opening range trade, and I don't think it's a good idea because of where we are inside yesterday's range and value. We're right in the middle of it. All right, so I'm a little confused, Ben, about how you're using the 80% or the value area special situation play. See, we got TPO value low here, 96, 97,
Oh,
probably
okay. Well,
97.
I'm looking at the volume value area low.
So that's down here, and we've opened inside of it.
Right, but I'm counting that we've traded back inside from.
Prior to the
That's what
open.
my thesis was. Yeah, that I'm counting the last period or two of the overnight as that's the back end to the value area low, and now we've opened inside a value
Understood.
area.
Okay.
Yep. Not very confident open at the moment.
No, right? I mean, while yesterday was a good up day, good trend day, looked like short covering, but not substantiated by open interest. We had a pretty good increase in open interest. There's some anomalies here. To me, yesterday's move to the upside was very not confident.
Right.
Because a confident market doesn't leave all these anomalies. So.
And it was pretty strongly rejected in that M period spike up.
Right. Yeah. What was settlement again? 37, 32.
So an aggressive long would be against, and I had the value area or volume point of control at 90, and that might be an aggressive place to get long, but it's making its way right now down towards the volume value area low of yesterday.
Right here. So that's where the 86 number came in for me, probably. So your suggestion that we moved below value and came back into value is creating your thought for the 80% rule for a long to the upside.
Yeah, and now we just traded below it, and it's a little safer to maybe, to get long against it. I averaged in. I put one at the VPOC and one at the value area low, which taking a little heat for, but we'll see what happens.
Now your volume point of control from the overnight is what you're talking about, right?
Yeah, I have that at 90, and then the volume value area low from yesterday is at 86.5. But I promise you, I'm going to change my charts to end at 3 o'clock, so we're on the same page going forward. I'm really sorry.
No, not at all. Let me make sure that we're 3 o'clock. Okay. Yeah, because I've got volume point of control from overnight here at 3,700. Let me make sure I'm right on the 17.
Well, that's where mine was at one point. Then it shifted down.
That's because there we go. So I think they did something to change the. It used to be when you had the open for the regular trading hours and the close for the overnight, it screwed up the profiles. I think they fixed it. So now we've got our point of controls in the same spot.
Okay.
Is that right?
Yeah, mine's at 90.
Yep, there it is. So you're looking for a long down here near the low of overnight value.
No, yesterday's value area low. I mean, that's a place that could work. That might be better.
So here is where you're looking, right here.
Yeah, but it's come out of value, and if it makes any more progress to the downside, I'm going to be out. But and just try again. But so it's.
I got my brother Mortimer here.
I was a little aggressive. I mean, the best thing would be to wait for it to come back into value and kind of hold, and then trade against it once it
comes back in.
Yeah. Right now, it's a little bit sloppy on that level.
See, the thing that I'm thinking already is I'm looking for opportunities to sell strength because
Okay.
we had the late spike, which we've opened below and showing signs of rejection.
Floppy on that level.
Right. So, see, the thing that I'm thinking already is I'm looking for opportunities to sell strength. Who is that? Because we had the late spike, which we've opened below and showing signs of rejection.
Floppy on that.
Rick, your mic was on, and it seems you're still watching on YouTube. There's about a 10-second delay. So close out your YouTube and watch it on the Zoom. Who's that? Because we had the late spike, which we. I just muted you again because you're still kind of doubling up, and I hear myself. Who are those guys? Who is that? It was my brother. I think he's still watching it on YouTube, but he's in the Zoom meeting. Huh. Come on, Mortimer. Get it straightened out. This is my brother. I think he's still watching it on YouTube. There he is. There he is again. Now you're off YouTube, right?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're still on YouTube.
Hold on.
Come on, Mortimer. Get it straightened out.
Hey, Randall.
This is my brother. I think he's still watching it on YouTube. There he is. There he is again. So just get out of YouTube and watch it on the Zoom meeting. Now you're off YouTube, right?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're still on YouTube.
Me?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Hold on.
Come on, Mortimer. Get it straightened out.
Hey, Randall.
He's still watching it. All right, let's see if he can get that figured out. Sorry about that. All right. So we've got yesterday's value low that we were looking at an opportunity.
Well, it didn't work.
No.
I don't think it's me, John.
It is you. All right, let's see if he can get that figured out. Sorry about that. All right. Yeah, you've got a browser page open that has YouTube running on it that is still It is still.
I don't think it's me, John.
It is you.
All right.
All right, let's see if he can get that figured out. Sorry about that. Yeah. Yeah, I can see that it's. I can see that it's his mic that's picking that up. So, yeah, there's gremlins everywhere. Gremlins everywhere. Well, this is part of the fun of it, right?
Well, so that didn't work, but
So
the
now-
next idea would be see what happens down here at the overnight low, and
That's more what I'm
Back
thinking.
in.
That's more what I'm kind of wondering about. So let's poll everybody, see if we want to think about taking a potential long around the low of the overnight session down here. What I would do is see if it can take it out a little bit and then come back inside and then look for the long using the previous low.
yeah.
Not necessarily seeing a mandate here.
Yeah, it wasn't me.
It was you.
No, I didn't have any open.
But your mic was the only one that was saying anything.
Oh.
Now I think we've got it figured out. That was probably just
Your volume was too high.
something with your computer, something goofy.
That's what you get for going to Harpoons in the afternoon. You blame it on you. I blame it on Donna.
Yeah, that's not me, man. That's not me. All right. We're at 50-50 for that opportunity at the low of the regular trade or the extended trading hour. Last night's low here. We just traded straight to it. Well, almost straight to it. So, Rick, what we're thinking about doing is letting the overnight low fall and seeing if we can come back inside of it and find acceptance back inside of it. We don't have a mandate for this. We've got 50-50. Here's the poll, 50-50. So we got Bob Rudder on board for that trade if it confirms. Somebody else looking for opportunities a little bit lower, around 36.60, around our excess low from yesterday. So far, we don't have any confirmation for that long against the overnight low. It's basically just continuing to push lower. Right, Bob Rudder, not until it confirms. Mortimer, what are you thinking?
I'll throw the daily on the left.
The daily?
Yeah.
Here.
We'll go back a little ways.
Well, we've got the June low here.
Yeah.
Which, so for 2 days in a row, we've shown signs of rejection of that area.
You know, be cautious. See if it bounces there for a scalp. Otherwise, if it breaks it, probably go short.
So here's back to the 30. Here's the profiles. So our recent low is an overnight.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Markets don't like that.
Yeah.
So we are, even in a short time frame, Ben, you might be able to confirm this. One time framing lower.
Let me check back on the overnight here.
Here's the 5.
Got VWAP on there.
Yep. Yeah, we are one time framing lower.
Yeah.
There you go. Here's VWAP. We're already at second standard deviation. Last week's low is this purple line.
It's got to break that. So the high of the opening range is that VWAP?
36.94 is VWAP.
Looking at the daily, yeah.
There's VWAP.
Yeah.
I think I have 2 VWAPs on there. I'll take that one off.
That's
Volume weighted average price, Jimmy. What that means is in the overnight session and the regular trading hours session, this price has exactly the same amount of volume above it as it does below it. All right. So
Right there.
we are, what are we doing?
Oh, bounced.
Yeah, we got a little bounce there against yesterday's low.
Mm-hmm. So I mean, you can literally limit your risk with that.
All right. So you
You're
like
looking to
that
buy it
idea of
for.
looking for a long against yesterday's low?
I would take that and just with a close stop, maybe even
It
go the
is
other way.
cheap. It is cheap.
Maybe, yeah,
We're
and it held.
So we're running the poll right now, and at 80%, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna try and squeeze into this if we can catch it. We may have missed that opportunity. What's the low from yesterday?
36.50, 52.
Hmm? No, I'm talking the day session yesterday. $36.52. Yeah, there you go.
How much importance are you putting on last week's low since we already traded through it on Tuesday?
Well, yeah, I mean it's a little used up, right?
Yeah.
Tuesday, Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at more importance of regular trading hour low yesterday. Then I'm looking at the last week's low as important. It's kind of used up, right? Would you agree, Ben?
Yeah. I mean, once you trade through something so many times, and it's kind of lost a little sparkle.
Agreed.
I kind of like trying 57.5 to 58, this volume shoulder, and risking today's low, because if it goes to today's low, it's definitely it's too late anyway. If it moves today's low, it's almost certainly going to take out yesterday's low.
Well, that's why I'm a few ticks. I want to be a few ticks below yesterday's low, so we're in now.
Yeah. After you go short.
I'm going with 50.
Where did you get in?
We are in at 54 half.
Oh, nice. I missed it.
You're in the money. Ring the bell.
Yeah, so far, right?
Yeah.
Now, this isn't something I want to fall in love with.
No.
So what's our target, Rick?
You could go against VWAP or top of the opening range.
We have a mandate for this. Here's the poll. 79% said yes. So we're in a good spot here. So really, you're looking for that much. Opening range is up here.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Like,
I'm down. I'm Mr. Gambler. I'm good for being aggressive. So let's put a price on it. Let's go value high from today. TPO value high, which puts us right here at 84 half.
Are you just in a one lot?
Yeah.
The thing is, somebody pointed out market internals are pretty strong, but it is early days yet. Pretty strong to the negative side. So that would I mean, take it with a grain of salt, but like that's something to me that like, well, I'm not necessarily expecting a roll over to the top side,
Yeah.
That may happen though, that's so often in the first in the initial balance, you have a directional move one way and then
It goes the other way.
Yeah.
We got
It's kind of like Dalton used to say, take care of old business first or something.
Yeah, we got 10 minutes before we open another TPO, so we'll see what happens. I've been saying all morning that I'm looking for opportunities to get short, and now I'm long.
I said you have to let it take out that low and then get short.
I've been saying all week, don't trade the first half hour, you'll get chopped up, and I keep getting chopped up.
One thing that I do see here, and my good friend Vince, who I know is here, will kind of mention also, the volume point of control is in the bottom quarter. We've seen a probability. We've seen with a friend of ours, Howard. He says whenever he sees this, the market runs the other way. So we'll see if that actually happens today.
Well, two data points we have is that so far in this period, we have a B-shaped profile, which would
the Dow's
indicate
coming back a little.
Long liquidation.
long liquidation, yeah. And then you have the attenuation at the bottom so far, which is commensurate with yesterday's, where the volume dried up on the downside, right? So what didn't happen is it didn't fill that out from yesterday. It dried up again.
Yep.
So that bodes well for the long side.
We got banged up a little bit on Tuesday in Make HOAG Money. I did recover half of those losses before I closed up the platform on Tuesday. So we'll see how this plays out.
Next time you better get in a little better than your.
Ah. All right, Mortimer. 2 ticks from the low. I should get in better, huh?
Yeah. Could have gotten in one better.
My mom always said you were greedy.
Yeah. The Dukes.
All right. Well, I hope this isn't FOMO, but I'm going in at 60, which is the opening of the 15-minute bar.
Got it.
So.
Long, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Dun dun dun.
All the indices are kind of bouncing right here.
Boing, 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 boing. Joshua, if the bottom doesn't hold, we're going to get stopped out.
I'd wait for a rally if that happens and sell it. No bounce. A lot of times I'll take those stops out and then you'll see it bounce and then maybe let them have them.
Bob Rudder talking about Blazing Saddles being the best movie and then Trading Places. What in the wide world of sports is going on here?
Billy Joe,
Okay.
right?
I'm out at 64.
Nice. Nice trade.
Thank you.
Pork bellies. I have a hunch something very big is going to happen in the pork belly market today.
Mr. Morency, I don't know how to pronounce your first name. He
Joshua.
asks, Josh, what if the bottom does not hold?
Uh-huh. How about that baseball player from the Yankees, 61 home runs? He's going to beat the record. He's got a week and a half to do it. So Joe D's with internals so negative. I'm only looking for shorts. Looking for an entry on outsized stop run. 61 is the record. See, I think we're maybe a little too aggressive with our profit target. I mean, we've been talking about not falling in love with longs. We're going to give this a little time here. Let's see what happens here in the last couple of minutes. Bob Brother, I've heard rumors that there are sports other than football, but I didn't know. It is football season. Yes, go ahead.
They've strengthened a little bit. I mean, it's still pretty heavy to the downside, but they've rolled off about 2 points. It's 12-1 negative, and it was 14-1 negative a little bit ago.
Yeah, that's it. JD Royalty, Aaron Judge.
I'm going to try the edge of this volume shoulder at 58 quarter.
Another long?
Yes, sir.
Got it.
Of course, when it tools around like this, and all of a sudden I wait and wait, then it all of a sudden makes its move. That happens. Okay, I got filled.
Coming into the last minute of the TPO session.
Yeah, I don't like that. But I would expect unless obviously the truck's on down, that could indicate some trend action possibly to come. I don't like being in a position into the TPO, but I've got a minute.
It's going to be some pretty stiff excess at the top there if we continue this thing moving lower, right?
Yeah, really. So that's where, I try to imagine painting the bars. I mean, I would imagine it would take some back, pretty quickly. Okay, I'm out half right at the BPOC.
Nice.
This is what I call my 5 and dime exit strategy. Okay, I'm out the second. So it's 5 ticks and 10 ticks.
Nice.
So I'm out.
Nice. You got a couple of walleyes in the box, don't you?
Yeah, but I got smashed on the first trade at the value rate low.
Yeah.
So I'm gingerly making my way back.
Yeah, you gave up a couple of worms. Yeah, this is a tough area here, isn't it?
Well, I missed it, but I think this would be worth the asymmetric opportunity. I might have missed it. I should probably be back long again. I'll try for 56 quarter. Whoops, it got away from me. Okay, I'm in at 55.75. I'm gonna risk 53. Okay, I'm out.
And now we're testing yesterday's low. And we're going to be out here in a second, and there it is. That's what we get for falling in love.
Heartbreak.
Yeah. So we're still in the initial balance here. I mean, there's a lot of day left.
Let's see, we took out yesterday's low by 50 quarter, 48 quarter. So 4 points, is this just like a stop run?
Mm.
Now, there's quite a prominent volume point of control at 37 from the overnight 2 nights ago. And a lot of anomalies in that profile as well.
Uh-huh.
So,
Yeah. Hey, we lost Rick. Surprised he's not here telling me what I did wrong. Do we want to start thinking about looking to the short side? We got a volume shoulder right here, short time frame, right about 50. Oops. I'm going to just throw that out there.
I'd rather see myself get back up towards yesterday's low or within a point or so of that, and it's worth a shot in the spirit of being flexible.
We're 67% yes. Looking for, we're going to be risking maybe 5 points. But we may be too late. Maybe leaving us in the wind here.
Yeah, it's pretty steadily taking back that overnight inventory.
Yeah.
This is just me, but and if you don't mind me, I guess these aren't trades to vote on, but I like to be in and out quickly, So I like there's a volume shoulder or ledge at 42 where it stopped already. And then the TPOC is at 40 quarter on mine. But I start my overnight at 4:30 Eastern as well. It's pretty prominent. So that's something where I maybe get a bounce there, but
looking for
looks
a
like there's an
runner.
opportunity to short. There's an opportunity to short if it comes up a little more here, I think.
Yeah, we got 76% agreement for this short at 50 with a 5-point stop. Let's see if we can get it. The other reason I'm really looking at it is this low volume node here. Might be some resistance, but we got to get filled first. Jamie, I would like to take the day off. Right? Rick's got gremlins. He just texted me.
I'm not liking it myself.
No, you don't like this?
No, I'm getting a funny feeling. How's that for scientific?
Yeah. Well, we've got 76 are agreeing, 24% no. So we'll see what happens. We got delta congruent with direction. If that's correct, it says that minus 10,000. That's correct. I can see it.
So I'm going to try to exploit this little volume shoulder here.
Down at the bottom.
Let's see. Yeah.
Mortimer's back.
I don't know what happened. It just froze.
It happens. It happens.
Sending me gremlins.
Oh, we're in.
So you're still in.
No, we just ended up getting short here.
You got out of the long?
Oh yeah, we got stopped out of that. Yeah, I was wondering where you were. I thought you'd be yelling at me.
Got stopped out by how many ticks?
Well, I think our stop was around 50 where we're short now.
Okay.
But the reason, we looked at this and we have, 76% agreeing to this short is we've got a low volume node here. We can sometimes use those in short time frame as resistance or support. So
That's what we said. If we took out that low, flip around.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So we're kind of in it now. Let's see here. MES. Where's my 5? Oh, there's my 30. So here we are.
Yeah, the algorithms.
Natalia, we're trading E-mini S&Ps. Well, we're actually trading micros. I'm sure it is kind of hard to see on the screen. It's because I can only show one screen. If I was showing more screens, it'd just make it harder to even see. So what are we looking for? I mean, we haven't talked about target on this. One thing.
Well, there's the volume point of control at 37, so right, 36, 37.
Mm-hmm.
It bounced from the TPOC I was talking about at 40 quarter.
Went right to that anomaly there, huh? Well, I guess we'll go short target on this. We'll go for this point of control here.
Well, I took a little heat. I played the edge and I got in at 43.75. So I'd like to see you take profit before it goes higher.
Yeah.
So do we cut bait or what?
Well, I don't know. I think that BPOC is beckoning.
So I've got a target in here just short of it at 38. Right here.
Okay.
It's getting a little jumpy here.
Yeah, it's chop fest, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. JD, up 1,000. Nice job. Nasdaq's already down 3%. Yes, it is.
Like to see some follow through to the downside.
Yeah, right.
This area is tough.
But we're in the market's time here.
Yeah.
Here we go.
A lot of history down here.
Excuse me. Goodness. Yeah, Joe D, one of our frequent flyers, saying put the target at 3,600, put the stop at break even, and let it go. Number one, do we agree to do that? Number two, we'll leave it as it is. Number one, do we put the target at 3,600, put the stop at break even, and let it fly, or do we just continue with the path we're on? Joe, I think that's a bold move, Cotton.
Yeah. It'd probably, if I covered a short there, I'd probably even try going long.
Okay, it doesn't matter now. We just took our profit.
What's that?
Doesn't matter now. We just took our profit at point of control from the overnight from
okay.
Nice. Night before last.
Ring the bell.
Joe, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say, I think by the end of the day, you were going to be right. I think the overnight recent low, the overnight low, is not going to hold against a regular trading hour excursion to the downside. I don't know when, but I think.
What good are you?
Yeah. Apparently not very good.
You're the Swami.
Well, we'll see. Maybe I can. Maybe after Make HOAG Money, I can find a way in, and we can make some money all the way down to that level. That would be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Get that 8-ball out. Come on.
The magic 8-ball.
Remember those?
Here's the poll. Not 59% said, nah, let's just take it where we did. So we did it.
Nice trade.
So we ended up, so far, up on the day, which is good. Now, yeah, this, here, hang on a second. Whoa. So here's last night's overnight range, right? But what I'm looking at here, let's just look at the 30 here. Okay, these are regular trading hour ranges, right? With the volume profiles. This happened in the overnight. This is a new recent low that occurred in the overnight, and that doesn't often get left there before it gets rechecked by regular trading hours. It works the same way on the highs. There were, when at the end of last year, we had overnight highs being played, all-time highs being placed in the overnight session, and it never failed. Within one or two days, that was taken out by regular trading hour ranges. So the market doesn't like to leave recent or all-time overnight highs or lows in the overnight session. For some reason, there's just a high probability that at some point an overnight low is going to get placed below this low. So we'll watch and we'll see. Unfortunately, that doesn't ring true because our all-time high in the S&Ps, I believe, occurred in the overnight session. Shaw. I'm glad Hoag clarified which 8-ball. Yeah, it was a little early for the other one.
Wick down there, huh?
Yeah. So that 3,600, that
What moving average is that blue line? Because it's following that.
that's your second standard deviation from VWAP.
Yeah, you see the top bottomed on it, and then over to the left, you had a couple bottoms on it.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's just going to follow. I mean, you got VWAP following down as price continues to push down.
Well, I know that. It does that.
Uh-huh.
Do you do moving averages?
Yeah, usually there'll be a hull of 13
We've used 20, 13.
and a hull of 9 in red. Save. Okay, so the 9 and the 13 are above price and pointing lower.
Yep.
So they're still indicating potential momentum to the downside. So Joe, 3,600 is weekly kickoff low. I like that you targeted that number. And all right, we're flat. We got nothing going. So this is going to be today's end of today's session. Appreciate everybody coming. Mortimer, appreciate you, the abuse and the help in today. Ben, thank you as always for joining us and your excellent contribution. Thank you all for your contribution and for joining us for Make Hoag Money today. And we'll look forward to next week is October. So the week after next, I think we're going to start doing this 4 times. Monday is going to be 2 to 3 in the afternoon Central Time. Tuesday, the regular time. Wednesday, 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock in the afternoon, right before the recap. It's going to make it hard for me to prepare for the recap, but hey, we'll have fun anyway. And then again Thursday from the usual time. What's that?
Are we going to try, letting the initial balance set up and then doing one?
Well, right now I think because I've got other kind of commitments in that time, we're going to start this way, but we can always amend things and keep mentioning it, keep talking about it, keep giving me that feedback.
I think that would help us with success because it's always first hour is usually the toughest.
Yes, it can be tough for sure, and then the last hour, but we'll have a good time here.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ben.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody. Have a great
thanks,
rest of
everybody.
a great rest of the
Okay.
trading day.
Have a good day.
Meet you in the club, Mortimer.
Yeah. Bet you $1.
Have a good one.